Hey, 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 beautiful people. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Woo! Listen. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Welcome to TLC, to the TLC community, where TLC is sponsored by Swag Her Magazine. Make sure you all go on over to Swag Her Magazine's platform, all social media platform. They are the ultimate media outlet, media hub for you, especially if you're an entrepreneur, business owner, whatever you got going on. Please connect with them, okay? They are amazing. That's Swag Her Magazine. So listen, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am your girl, your coach, your favorite relationship and marriage communication coach. I am Coach Trinette. And welcome to TLC's community. Thank you if this is your first time joining. Thank you so much. If you are a repeater, if you are part of the community, thank you so much. Give me some love in the chat. Let me know where you're from. Well, you ain't got to put all that information in there, but you know what I'm saying. Just give me some love or whatnot. And again, if you would like to support TLC coaching, you can buy me some coffee. I love y'all know I love me some coffee. Y'all know I love me some coffee, right? So you can buy me some. Yes, it is hot. It is Happy Hot Tuesday. It is Happy Hot Tuesday. It is. Listen, the sun is shining. It started off cloudy this morning here in the A. I know we've been getting the summer showers and so forth, but it's been sprinkling here and there, but it is hot. And guess what? It's okay with me because I got my air conditioner on. Thank God for air conditioning. Ooh, thank you, Jesus, right? Thank you. And we got our water, y'all. Make sure you have your water because we're gonna do some sipping tonight. Sipping on the water. Sipping on the water, that H2O. All right. So listen, thank you so much for joining me. I don't take it lightly. I thank you so much for grabbing your spouse, grabbing your notebook, your pen, your water, and going down this road with me, going down this road of bridging the communication gap in our marriages. All right. So, again, I am your girl, your certified relationship and marriage communication coach. And tonight we're talking about still choosing us as we close out the month of July. All right. So you are more than welcome to put your you said I'm from Jamaica, but but here in Georgia, there you go. Yes, you are a repeater. Thank you, sis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you both, you and brother. Thank you so much for always joining and engaging. So please, you guys, put your comments in, put your whatever you want to say in your comments. I'm definitely going to try to get back to you once I get everything out. So that's the way we flow right over here at TLC community. So don't think I'm ignoring you, but I want to make sure that I don't hold you long because if you know me, I am that coach. I don't like to complicate things and I don't like to hold y'all long on none of this stuff, right? Don't, because we got work to do as your coach. Well, as your community coach right now, we got some work to do because coaching is a partnership, right? Just a tad bit about it. Coaching is a partnership, meaning I'm here to support you and your spouse, you and your boo, right, with tools and resources. But ultimately, you have to do the work. You have to make a decision. I can't tell you what to do. That's a consultant. I can't tell you what to do. Coaches don't tell you what to do. They guide you, they support you in making and helping you with your decisions, right? But we don't tell you what to do. So if you got a coach that's telling you what to do, they ain't coaching. They telling you what to, they consulting you. All right, just a little FYI from Coach. All right, all right. So listen, tonight's goal is to give couples one tool, and of course, y'all know I got my notes. I don't do nothing without my notes, y'all. That's just that old school teacher in me. Always have my notepads. Yes. Way before it became, always have my notes. All right. So I got my notes right here. So tonight we're still choosing us, the TLC way. That's talk, listen, connect. And tonight's goal is to give couples one tool and one practice that you can use this week. No pressure. Listen to me well. No pressure, no perfection, just commitment, care, and connection. Y'all like how I rhyme that? No perfection, just commitment, care, and connection. I need somebody to write me a rhyme for that, put it to a beat. All right. So listen, beautiful couples, welcome back again to Talk It Out Tuesday. I am your coach, Coach Trinette, your relationship, certified relationship and marriage communication coach. All right. So we are here to help talk, listen, and connect. And tonight we're continuing our 2026 theme, in sickness. Overall theme is living the vows, but this month we're talking about in sickness. All right. So before we talked about how couples can be talking, but not really connecting, right? And so we talked about how caregiving, stress, recovery, and heavy seasons can affect the connection between husband and wife. So tonight we're closing out July with this thought: still choosing us, y'all. Still choosing us. Yes, choosing us the TLC way. Take your sip of water, take a deep breath in, because after all that you've been dealing with, right, you're still making the decision of choosing you and your boo. All right. So, because marriage is not only about what you said at the altar, it's about what you keep choosing when life gets real. So tonight is not about pretending hard seasons aren't easy or are easy, right? We know that hard seasons are not easy. I'll be the first one to tell you it's not easy. It can be very difficult. All right, real talk. It can be very difficult, right? And sometimes that will it will put a dent in your communication, right? It will put a dent in your communication. But what do I always tell you? Excuse me, y'all. Your marriage is not over. I want you to understand. I want you to write that down. If you have a pencil, paper, just remember your marriage is not over. I know people say, well, girl, if you can't communicate with your boo, no, that's not the case. Difficult seasons sometimes will put a dent in the communication, but that does not mean that your marriage is over. All right. It's about learning how to keep choosing connection, even when the season has been heavy. All right. So, again, tonight's theme, commitment still needs connection. Commitment still needs connection. All right. So here we go. Y'all ready? Still choosing us, the TLC way. Yes. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for sharing out. And if this resonates with you, I encourage you just to share it out. You know, send it to another couple or whatnot. But make sure that you turn on the subscription, the notification button. Right. Make sure you do that and then subscribe. And y'all know, subscribe and turn on the notifications. But if you feel like this should be shared, share it. Okay. All right. I appreciate you. I really do. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Right. All right. So again, couples are still committed. Sometimes couples are still committed, but they may not feel connected. They are still showing up. You're still showing up. You're still handling business. You're still keeping things moving. You're still taking care of what needs to be done. But sometimes, somewhere in the middle of all of that, the relationship can start feeling more like survival than connection. Take a sip of water. Mhm. Sometimes the relationship can start feeling more like survival than connection. One spouse may feel tired. You may feel like literally just tired physically, spiritually, emotionally. Like you may just feel tired, right? One spouse may feel unseen. Mhm. One spouse may feel like everything is about that problem. You know, it's about that thing, right? One spouse may feel like the marriage has taken a back seat to the season. Like it's just on the back burner. It don't even matter anymore, right? But here's the reminder. You could be in a hard season and still choose each other. You could be in a hard season and still choose each other. You could be tired and still speak with care. You could be overwhelmed and still make room for tenderness, because commitment says, all it simply says is that I'm still here. But the connection says, I still see you, right? And marriage needs both. Marriage needs both. It needs all of those elements. But here's the thing, we're not going to overwhelm you. I'm not going to overwhelm you tonight with a whole bunch of stuff, right? I'm not. It's important, but again, I don't want to complicate anymore. I don't want to complicate you and your boo. You already have enough that's going on. So why would I want to complicate you? Why? I'm not going to do that. All right. So take a sip of water, get out your pen, your pencil, and your notebook, and here we go. This week's tool is Still Choosing Us check in, right? And it has three parts. I told you I like to keep it simple. Like to keep it simple. Here's the three parts: the talk, listen, and connect way, the TLC way. Oh, y'all like that? I like that. The TLC way. Telly is divine. TLC. All right. So here we go. T for talk. Ask yourself, what do I need my spouse to know about this season? How this season has affected me? Again, I want you to ask yourself, all right? If you're the caregiver or if you're the spouse that's receiving care, I want you to ask yourself this question. What do I need my spouse to know about how this season has affected me? Because sometimes we keep moving, but we just don't stop long enough to say what we're really carrying. We don't. We don't stop to say anything. We just keep moving, right? You might say like this season has been heavy for me. I know that's all I kept saying in the beginning. Like this season is heavy. I'm like, God, it's heavy. Like I don't know what it is heavy, right? Again, these are things that I've gone through so I can come to you as a coach and this is real talk. I'm not going to fluff you. I'm not going to say and sit here and say, "Oh, well, Jesus, I know. I understand." No. Oh, Lord, like the sun is shining. I'm still glad that I'm living. No. He knows all of that, right? But I had to take a deep sigh of relief and just say, God, this season is heavy. It's just been heavy, right? You might even say, I miss feeling close to you. You're talking to your spouse. You're like, I miss feeling close to you. I had to ask, oh my God, I miss feeling close to my spouse. Help me support, like I give me what to do, right? And you might just say, I know we've been handling a lot, but I don't want us to lose each other. Because this is not about blaming each other. This is not about, but this is like having that real honest conversation. Thank you, sis. She says, I'm back. I had to share it out so marriages can be saved. That you know, girl, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about, right? Because we're in this together. Things are heavy in this world lately. I don't know about y'all, but things are so heavy in this world right now. And you need that peace in your home. And a lot of things that's happening, a lot of things that are beyond our control, but what you can do and what I want to help you, so what I want to support you in is bringing that peace back into your home. Bringing that peace back into your home. I don't care how long you've been married. I don't care how perfect you think your marriage is. The enemy has a way of creeping in, and you have to show the enemy, listen, me and my boo, we got this with the help of God. We got this. And we're not letting anything come our way, but we do have to have these honest conversations with each other, right? And sometimes that moving, you're just moving and moving and moving, and you just have not stopped long enough to say what you're really carrying because we get afraid. We're afraid. We're afraid that it may sound like we're blaming that the person we're caring for, or the opposite. We feel like it that as the person that's receiving the care is blaming your spouse, right? And it's not about opening the door. It's about opening the door with honesty and care. It's not about closing that door and shutting it out and pretending like it's not happening. What's happening? People are pretending like nothing is affecting them. And that is what pisses me off. I'm getting a little personal right now. That's what pisses me off, right? Because we walk around and we're pretending like nothing is happening or nothing is affecting us. And that's a lie. That's a lie. As I shared before, with my parents both having cancer, you don't think that they felt any kind of way? And they were ministers for a guy. You don't think they felt any kind of way? When my husband had his two strokes, you don't think I was like, ooh, God. So we have to be careful not to be honest. We have to talk it out with our spouse. I'm not talking about talking it with your homeboys, your girlfriends, right? I'm not talking with about with your family or your friends, any that, talking it out with each other. Having holding each other's hand and looking at each other and say, listen, it is heavy for us. And I don't want to lose this closeness with you. I want to feel close. I'm missing all of this. But this is a season that we're going through. We got to work together. We got to stay together. We got to stick together. You're going to have some intense moments of fellowship. That's part of the journey. You're going to have some intense moments of fellowship. But don't act like it's not going to affect you, and don't act like it has not affected you. All right? Yes, we need that once in our home. Teachers, yes, I mean, like we can't pretend. We cannot pretend like it does not affect us. The Bible tells you there is a season for all of this, a season, a time to mourn, right? A time to cry. There's a time, and it's okay. But don't pretend like it does not affect your communication, because it does. It does. And because when couples never name what the season is, it's doing the connection, distance can start feeling normal. It can really start feeling normal. And we don't want that. We don't want the distance to become normal. And that is where the communication will break down, because now we have let it lingered. The gap has widened. It just kept opening, keep opening. Before you know it, you're talking to your homegirls about the situation. Your husband, I'm talking from a wife's perspective. The husband, your husband's talking to the homeboys, and somebody else, other people, talking to the family, and but y'all are not talking. So the gap is wide now, and there is distance, because both of you or one of you is afraid to have that honest conversation with care. And being honest does not equate to being disrespectful, does not equate to dishonoring. Being honest is being honest. There should be a safe space in your home where you can be honest with each other with respect and being able to share. Listen, this is tough on me. This is tough on you. This is hard on us in this season. But guess what? We're going to make it. We're going to make it. All right. Drop me some hearts if you can relate, or if the talk resonates with you. Drop me some hearts in the in the section comment section. Drop me some hearts, because again, we got to be honest. We can't keep pretending and and just pretending like it's not affecting us. Take your sip of water. Take your sip of water. Okay. And you guys, it is lagging on my end. So if you're on YouTube, I apologize. I don't know. This is restream. I don't know what's going on, because I'm clear on my what you got. So, Please forgive me. I don't know what's going on. So if you see a lag, just hang tight and so forth. All right. So listen, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. L, listen. I want you to ask yourself, this is listen. We just finished with talk, but listen. Ask yourself, what do I need to hear without getting defensive? Whew. This one is grown. This one is for the grown folks. All right, because sometimes your spouse may be sharing how they feel, but it sounds uncomfortable, right? The first response may be to explain, correct, shut down, or defend. So again, if it sounds uncomfortable, that first response may be to explain, correct, shut down, or defend. Like the listening means making room for what your spouse is carrying. All right. Because again, our first thought is to shut down. First thought is to defend ourselves, right? When we hear it. The first thought is to explain or correct. No, you just need to listen. It might even sound something like, I hear you. I hear you. Not with the sarcasm, but you actually hear your boo, right? It may sound like I didn't realize it felt that way for you. It might even sound like, thank you for telling me. But don't defend yourself. Don't go into this frenzy of trying to correct and explain or whatnot. You're listening. All right. Listening does not mean you agree with every detail. Doesn't mean that you're going to agree with every detail, but what it will do is open that door for you to actually understand where your partner is coming from, because you're actually listening to your partner. You're actually sitting there actively listening. You're not scrolling. You're not looking at TV. You're not playing with the children, playing with the pets. You're not doing any of that. You're actually listening to your spouse, because your spouse is trying to tell you something about what's going on in this season, right? It just, you got to listen. It's just meaning that you're willing to understand what's going on. Thank you, sis. Girl, go ahead and cook. What you cooking? Yes, the L is one of the most important sections, part of this, because you got to listen. You hear physically, you can hear what they're saying, but listening, you're like actually paying attention and trying to get, and this is where you ask the questions. Like I tell my spouse all the time, break it down to me like I'm a kindergartner. Sometimes I need you to break it down. What exactly are you wanting me to understand? That's not to belittle anything, but this is for me to help, so I can help myself, like help, so I can be there for you, so I can help you. But break it down. Don't shut me out. Don't shut down. Don't dismiss me, right? So that's what you're telling your partner. So don't get defensive. Don't get an attitude, because again, this is a challenging season. Y'all are experiencing something new or reoccurring, but you got to be on one accord. You got to get to a medium where it's like, okay, we got to meet each other in the middle and we got to make this work. All right. Got it? All right. Third thing, connect. This is where you're going to ask together, what is one way we can choose us this week? Not 10 things, not a whole list of 25 things, not a whole bunch of stuff you found off the internet. Not a whole marriage makeover, just one way. One way. That one way may be praying together. That's always number one. Actually, I should say two ways, because that one way, the praying, that's true. That's number one right there. That's number one. So actually, it should be two things, not 10 things, but what's one way we could choose us this week? Let put number one, put that on your list as number one, praying together. And listen, and if your partner is unable to pray with you right now, you pray for your partner. You pray for your partner. You pray for your spouse. Don't force your spouse to pray with you together, right? The prayer is that your partner will pray with you, but your spouse may be in a headspace where it's like they're still trying to figure out this illness, they're trying to figure out what's going on. They don't know. So that's where you pray for your spouse. You pray for your spouse. Don't browbeat your spouse. You better pray with me. You need to pray for me. Pray with me, this, that, another. Because again, give your spouse some grace. We are quick to give everybody else grace, but give your spouse some grace. All right. It may look like sitting together for 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, 5 minutes. That's what it may look like. That one thing, right? It may mean eating, it may look like eating a meal together without talking about that problem, that illness, that whatever. It may look like not you put on a comedy or an adventure, a sci-fi, something. Eating a meal and watching a movie, but you're not talking about that thing, right? You're not talking about that thing. It may be just holding hands, holding hands, just holding hands. It may be simple as saying thank you. And again, it may look like just turning the TV off and checking in with each other. Yes. Spot on girl says we have to be on the same page in order to connect. We just need one thing at a time, not 10. We don't. You don't need a whole bunch of stuff. And that's what happens. We're trying to cram all of these things that we get off the internet. We're trying to grab hold to all of the advice from people. We're reading, and I'm not saying there's a lot of great advice out there. There's a lot of support that I connect with other coaches in this field, and therapists and whatnot. But sometimes we have a habit of trying to grab from here, from there, all over the place, and then we're trying to put it all together, and then we come to our spouse, and then guess what? There's more complications. There's more things now I got to think about. Now I got to figure out this checklist. Am I doing XYZ all the way down? No. That's why I said one thing, but actually it's going to be two things. You're going to pray, right? But you just pick one thing. Just one thing. Just one way of connecting so you can connect. And you go from there. You grow from there. You grow from there. All right. So again, connection does not always need a big plan, y'all. Doesn't need the big plan, the extravagant plan. I was one of those people that when I found something, I grabbed hold to it. I will create an entire notebook off this one thing. So for instance, and I'm not lying. So if I said, okay, I'm gonna do hold hands, right? I would literally, my wheels would start thinking. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make a curriculum out of holding hands. It has to be significant for something, right? I'm going down the research rabbit hole. I'm going to research the meaning of holding hands and what it signifies, and I'm gonna get some acronyms together. I'm gonna do all of these things, right? And God is like, that ain't. Come on, even I ain't that complicated. He be like, hey, I ain't complicated like that. And so God had to reel me back in, like, listen, chill out. Chill out. Go hold your boo's hand and leave it at that. Let me flow through the hands. Let me flow through the bodies and the hands, right? You just hold his hand. Take a sip of water, breathe, y'all. So that's why I say, I understand. I know. I'm not here to complicate things. You cannot afford to complicate things. Okay? So, again, connection does not always need a big plan. All right? So, listen, here's a quick recap. Um, the Still Choosing Us check in. All right? I want you to talk. That's T, talk. What do I need my spouse to know about this season? How this season has affected me? All right. What do I need my spouse to know about how this season has affected me? L, listen. What do I need to hear without getting defensive? What do I need to hear without getting defensive? C, what is one way we can choose us this week? What is the one way we could choose us this week? And listen, this is going to be ongoing. So if you choose holding hands this week, next week, you can grow into sitting, watching a movie. Then you grow into, this is not just for 1 week, like you continue this. This is a practice, meaning you're going to practice this every chance that you get, every day. Okay? Simple, practical, and real, my beautiful couples. Simple, practical, and real. I'm not going to tell you anything to mislead you. I'm telling you from experience. Simple, practical, and real. All right? Now, here's some TLC conversation starters. If you're having a challenging time or trying to start up a conversation during this time, again, you can simply say, hey, I know, and again, put this in your own tone, your own verbiage. This is just a starter, right? I know this season has been heavy, but I still choose us. And then you grow from there. Okay. This reminds your spouse that the hard season is not stronger than the commitment. All right. Number two, I miss us. Can we make a little room for connection this week? This simply says what is real without attacking. It invites connection instead of starting conflict. That's it. And number three, what would help you feel seen by me right now? That question shows the moment down. Slow. Ooh, child, let me put my glasses on. That question, ooh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I've been in denial for a long time, but I'm gonna have to go on the rock my readers. That question slows the moment down because sometimes people they don't just need the solutions, right? They need to feel seen. They need to feel seen. Honestly, your spouse needs to feel seen. Okay. So again, here's your this week's TLC practice. You're gonna again choose one calm moment, right? And ask, how can we keep choosing each other while we're carrying this season? And then use the Still Choosing Us check-in. Talk. What do I need my spouse to know about how this season has affected me? Listen. What do I need to hear without getting defensive? Connect. What is one way we could choose us this week? No pressure, no performance, no trying to fit everything in one conversation. Just that one honest check in with care. That's it. Just that one honest check in with care. Okay? Y'all got it? And again, listen, I have this special free gift, gift for you. It's the free TLC Vows pack. And if tonight's conversation speaks to you, I want you to grab the free TLC Vows pack from the website, right? You just go right there to iamtrinettelcollier.com/shop /shop/shop. All right. That's just one shop. But you can go there. It's right there. You don't have to search all over the place. It's right there. Go ahead and grab it, download it. It is free right now. That is the special gift I have for you in this season, in this quarter. All right. I want you to grab it and let me know what you think, right? And so if you're going to grab it, I want you to put in the chat Vows, or if you have already grabbed it. I know I see some repeaters on here. If you have grabbed it, put in the chat Vows, right? If you're grabbing or have grabbed this vow, this guide, okay? Again, this guide is a starter. It's not a script. It's easy. It's not long. You can use your own words, your own tone, your own rhythm. You choose that. This is just a starter, right? It's not a script and it's not long, you guys. It's not long at all. Okay. All right. So as we close, because I told y'all I don't want to keep y'all long, as we close out, I want you to, again, um, we're closing out July's focus, right? In sickness. And I want y'all to remember this. Heavy seasons will test the rhythm of your relationship, but they do not have to take the connection. You can still choose care. You can choose patience. You can choose tenderness. You can choose the conversation. You can still choose each other because your vows are not just words you said one day. It's not like that's not just what you said on that day in front of everyone or in front of the judge or whomever, right? They are choices you continue to live out day by day. So this week, practice the still choosing us check in, talk, listen, and connect, right? And let's keep bridging that communication gap the TLC way. I told you it's not hard. It's not hard, not complicated. We make things complicated. So take another sip of water, breathe, inhale, breathe, inhale again, breathe out, inhale again, breathe out. I am Coach Trinette, your relationship and marriage communication coach. And I thank you so much for joining me tonight for Talk It Out Tuesday. I want you to stay connected. I want you to stay connected, honestly. I want you to grab your TLC Vows pack, and I really want you to stay connected. And if you have something that you want me to talk about for Talk It Out Tuesday, DM me, connect with me. Okay? DM me, let me know. Say, hey, Coach T, can you touch on this? And again, you don't have to leave your name or anything like that. But if you want me to talk about something, let me know. I got you. All right. So, Lord's willing, next Tuesday, same time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here live on YouTube. I will see with you. I will see you all. Thank you. Spot on girl says, I'm going to grab it. She put in the chat vows. And she says, we got to show up when the choosing is happening. We can't be on the sidelines. That's it. That's it. Thank you so much for joining me, sis. Thank you always, you and brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I thank you so much for the prayers. Keep me in prayer. Lift me up as I continue this. And again, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, if you would like to support TLC Coaching, all things TLC Coaching, buy me a cup of coffee at buymecoffee.com at Trinette LCZ, right? It's right there scrolling across. Buy me a cup of coffee. Buymeacoffee.com /Trinette LCZ. All right. That's how you can support. I thank you all. Until next week, Lord's willing, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time. I got you. I love you all. Bye.